Your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an Alliance juvenile has been arrested after getting caught stealing a loaded handgun from a pickup. Alliance police say a citizen made the report after getting them a ride to a local apartment complex and later noted that the firearm was missing. Officers got consent to search the suspect's bedroom and found the stolen Smith & Wesson handgun under the bed. The youth was taken into custody and transported to the juvenile detention facility in Norfolk, and charges related to theft and unlawful possession of a firearm are pending. Well, a 24-year-old Colorado man who pled guilty to an amended charge following a 2021 Wing Drug Task Force investigation was back in court on Friday for sentencing. Hayden Bymiller of Platteville, Colorado, was the target of a Wing Drug Task Force investigation where he reportedly sold cocaine and acid to a confidential informant. In February, he pled guilty to a Class 2A felony charge of attempted distribution of a controlled substance, and 2 other distribution counts were dropped. Late last week in district court, Judge Andrea Miller sentenced Bymiller to deferred probation for 18 months. Under the terms, he'll have to submit to and pay for random blood and urine tests and successfully complete mental health treatment programs recommended by his probation officer. And Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen has signed a letter of intent to the USDA Secretary, notifying Nebraska's intent to pursue a Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program waiver, removing soda and energy drinks from SNAP-eligible purchases. Pillen said, "We're surrounded by an endless number of food and beverage choices that contain numerous preservatives, carbs, and sugars, which can lead to obesity, high cholesterol, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. The SNAP program currently allows the purchase of any food or beverage that has a nutrition label, regardless of its actual nutrition value." Gering Senator Brian Hardin, chairman of the legislature's Health and Human Services Committee, noted that while enjoyable, it was questionable that soda could be characterized as a healthy product, and it's exciting to be part of something that helps people to live better and feel better. Nebraska would be the second state to seek such a waiver. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. Western Nebraska Community College's Student Success Center will host a career fair Wednesday at Cougar Palace on the Scottsbluff campus. The career fair will be open to all WNCC students, high school seniors, and community members from 1 to 4 p.m. and will include a variety of businesses from the Panhandle that are looking to fill open jobs and internship listings. Those in the community searching for employment or interested in a new career path are encouraged to attend. The career fair will also provide an opportunity for employers to meet with other businesses and network with a potential future workforce. Well, the proposed replacement of several buildings on the Morrill County Fairgrounds recently moved a step closer to reality. On Friday, Nebraska Bank donated $10,000 to the Morrill County Building Champions Committee for the project. The committee has been raising funds to replace the exhibit hall as well as building a new multi-species barn. During another donation event last November, committee member Lewis Coulter said the group was close to $1.4 million donated, but with changing construction costs, it was unsure of the total amount of funding needed before ground could be broken.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
On the Rural Radio Network, I'm Bryce Duske, and it is our chance that time of the week where we catch up with Nebraska Extension's Eric Hunt to talk all things weather when it comes to the week ahead. And Eric, right now, front of mind for a lot of our listeners, as we are now 7 days in the month of April, is when are we going to start planting? I just pulled up the Nebraska Mesonet, the bare soil temperature 4-inch average, and we're a little bit chilly as we start the day across the state of Nebraska. What are you seeing?
Yeah, soil temperatures right now around the state are mostly in the 40s. So, the parts of the state where you would be eligible to plant by Thursday, I believe it is, with the RMA planting dates, those areas of the state, temperatures right now are kind of holding between 45 and 50. It'll be a little bit cooler today, particularly in the eastern side of the state with highs mostly in the upper 40s to low 50s. Warmer as we go west. The good news, though, is we should warm up through the week, and I think by this weekend we should have highs in the 70s statewide, potentially even hitting 80 degrees by Saturday across portions of central Nebraska. This time of year with warm afternoons and strong sunshine, which we should see quite a bit of this week, I think our soil temperatures should be safely above 50 by the end of the week. And I don't anticipate any major precipitation across the state this week. I don't think there's anything significant coming until potentially about 10 days from now. So I think starting later this week, we've got a good 4 or 5 day window open for people to get out and get some work done, which is good.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that 10-day outlook when it comes to moisture and perhaps some of that coming our way.
Sure, but the only thing I can see coming this week, there are going to be a couple of little short waves coming through the north-central U.S. Wednesday and early Thursday. That may produce a little bit of precipitation from north-central into eastern sections of the state. But realistically, we're looking at about 1/10 of an inch at most from that if we get anything. Most indications right now would be 100ths of an inch of probably nothing, really. I think we stay dry this weekend. We will be under ridging through early this next week, and we will be warm and sunny, probably a little bit breezy at times. I think by the time we get in the middle of next week, we're going to see that ridge flatten out. There will be chances for more activity to move into this region of the country. The models in recent days have been relatively bullish on us getting some reasonably good moisture across a good portion of the state as we head to the weekend before Easter. So probably I would say next Wednesday, Thursday would be probably around the time we would start seeing chances of precipitation increase here again. And realistically, there are parts of the state that really are going to need that moisture by that time. I mean, certainly areas that are still in severe drought or worse definitely need the moisture. But there's also places in south central Nebraska that really just have not caught the rains that we've had, or rain and we're still around here the last month. We're getting a time of year when our climatological averages are going up, so only getting a quarter inch in a week is would start accumulating some deficits, and we don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of in closing, let's talk about the latest drought monitor that was published, authored by the folks at the University of Nebraska in collaboration with a lot of other people. I know you helped contribute to that. All practical purposes, essentially pretty much all of Nebraska remains in some category of drought, but extreme northwest portions of the state are in the extreme drought. Can you talk about the conditions observed in kind of the Three Fork County region up there?
Yeah, they've been in extreme drought in that portion of the Panhandle for quite a while, and realistically, until there is significant precipitation, there won't be any major improvement seen on that map. If there's any silver lining, we have seen some improvement across portions of the sand hills here in the last couple of weeks. So they've had some good moisture there. They have had a little bit of moisture at times across portions of the Panhandle, but it just really hasn't been enough to move that needle.
All right. Well, I appreciate you joining us here on a Monday morning to give us the latest information from Nebraska Extension. Eric Hunt, our guest as we talk about weather.
Military, first responders, teachers, Renewal by Andersen is offering a heartfelt thank you with its first ever appreciation sale. 20% off every window and door, no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. Plus an additional 9% off if purchased on the initial consultation. That's 29% off. Military, first responders, teachers, this is a limited time offer, so do not wait. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, this is Public Transit Week in Nebraska, a statewide initiative aimed at highlighting the pivotal role in public transit in fostering accessibility, sustainability, and community connectivity across the state. Scottsbluff County Public Transit Manager Kurt Richter says they have definitely seen a dramatic increase in ridership numbers for the Tri-City Roadrunner over the past year.
Just really took off, and I can't tell you why. In July, we just seemed to see a continual increase in ridership, and we're on pace this year, this fiscal year, for a record number of riders since, as far as I know, the inception of public transit in Scottsbluff County.
Richter said they have different promotions for each day during Transit Week that you can locate on their Facebook page, with drawings to be held on Friday. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.